Hey, what's up everybody? How you all doing? Now, today's video is kind of a double header. First up, I wanted to take a look at one of our new aura mods called Stand United, and secondly, I wanted to do an update on my toxic chroma build, because the last time I uploaded a video on my toxic chroma was well over a year ago, simply because I run ice 90% of the time on my Dragon Princess. But I'll go over the new aura mod first. Stand United is a new aura mod that was added to the game in the Silver Grove update, along with several other new aura mods as well, and a maxed out Stand United will increase your squad's base armor by 25.5%, and of course it stacks, so a full squad using this mod as their aura will boost your squad's base armor by 102%, which you can increase if you feel like adding in a Coaction Drift Exless mod as well. Now, to get your hands on the Stand United aura mod, you will need to first of course scan plants like you did with the quest for Titania. You will need to build the Twilight Apothic antitoxin required to cleanse the Silver Grove Shrine. Then when you interact with the shrine, a Spectre will spawn, and depending on which antitoxin you have equipped, you will kill that Spectre and get a chance at some of the new aura mods. So there are 3 different antitoxins to build, and each one summons a different Spectre. Loki Knave Spectre, Oberon Feark Spectre, and of course the Sarin Orphid Skin one as well. Now, the Stand United aura mod drops off the Orphid Sarin Spectre after you've used the Twilight Apothic. So you need to build the Twilight Apothic, cleanse the shrine, kill the Sarin that appears, and hope that Stand United drops. Now, this mod is really good, and yesterday we decided to test it out by running a full squad on Mott, which is a void survival where enemies hit quite hard for you to begin with, and I ran with a toxic chroma, not an ice chroma like I normally do, so not as tanky as he could have been. We had Neso and Philamon, both Warframe content creators, so make sure and look up their channel, also running as a Frost and a Sarin, and we had an ice chroma in our squad as well, just to see how tanky he could get. Now, I ran with my Tigris Prime, which was modded for status, after so many of you said in the comment section on my video for the Tigris Prime to try it with as much status chance as possible, and I will admit, you guys were right, it's amazing with status in mind. Now, I didn't go for a full 100% status chance, but I went up to as far as 98% status on my Tigris Prime because I just couldn't give up my Seeking Fury or my Blaze mod. I really enjoy both of those mods. So, as I've already said, enemies on Mott hit pretty damn hard, and the corrupted crewmen with their shotguns can easily 1 or 2 shot most Warframes, but with the 102% armor boost from 4 players using Stand United, our Sarin and our Frost could easily take 3 and sometimes 4 shotgun rounds before they felt like they were in any real danger. Of course, as the enemies scaled and our damage output scaled as well, this became more of a problem. We also didn't have corrosive projections, so it was a little bit harder to kill enemies once they scaled as well. But Stand United definitely felt like it made an impact. Imagine if I had have ran it on my Ice Chroma, or with a Valkyr who was running with Warcry, with Inros or Atlas or even Excalibur. The base armor boost is really nice. Now, the reason we ran with his Sarin and that was because we wanted to see a weaker frame, how much damage it could take compared to the Frost and compared to my Chroma as well, and it stood up pretty damn well. So it's definitely a mod worth getting your hands on, and it is pretty damn good if you like running solo as well, just having that 25% boost in your base armor. Now, as for my toxic chroma, a toxin built chroma will deal toxin damage to enemies inside his elemental ward's radius, and also see his reload speed and his holster speed increased depending on your power duration, not power strength. But with Vex armor, you're going to want power strength and duration as well. So with this setup with Toxic Chroma, it's always about that reload speed. If you've got a slow weapon and you want to increase that reload speed and make it faster, but not have to put in mods and basically weaken that weapon, then a Toxin Chroma is what you want to get your hands on. Now, I modded my Chroma for power strength and duration, since duration affects the speed at which you reload and holster your weapon, and the strength will determine how much of a buff you get with Scorn and Fury active from your Vex armor. Now, my efficiency is incredibly low because I run with a maxed out Zenuric energy regen and Arcane Energize, which leaves me with little to no energy issues whatsoever. So if you don't have a maxed out Arcane Energize or a maxed out Zenuric Energy regen, then you might want to mod with more efficiency in mind. I would keep the duration where it's at because I've got about a minute on each of the buffs, so maybe you could reduce your power strength or maybe remove primed flow and go for something along those lines. It's entirely up to you. Build to suit your own playstyle. Once you're having fun, then who cares, right? I will say this though, a Toxic Chroma with a Tigress Prime modded for all out status chance is incredibly effective. It is really good. That reload speed is barely noticeable on the Tigress Prime, and you do get to put enemies down incredibly fast. But you guys can of course let me know in the comment section below what you think of Stand United, the Aura mod, or what you think of a Toxin Chroma with the Tigress Prime. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.